distance here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Damon Harrison with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Come back, come back. Hey. Got three. Come back.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Flush to his right. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a 1st down where you want 3, get a little bit closer, make it an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Let's go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd down, here's Manning. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. In there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
That's it, baby. Come back, come back.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tiger, 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 tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It's hauled in by Ellington. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Fielded at about the 28. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 30-yard line. Manning now on 1st down. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Sometimes I think even Eli falls into the trap of thinking that Beckham can catch anything. Here it's a throw that he'll wish he could have back because even OBJ wasn't going to be able to get his hands on that one.
After the interception, here's Watson. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
And now out come the Giants. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Manning to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lewis. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now Stewart on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Throwing on first down is Manning. He's got Lewis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. To throw on second down. Manning, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Come back, come back.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down throw, Watson. Ellington has him, middle of the field. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. This is Stewart again. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's brought down after a good gain. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Little pitch play, toss play. Allows the running back get some vision and some big guys to get out in front. This time they did it to the right side.
Yeah, went to the right side. Is there a preference, right or left, for a lot of these guys that run the ball at this level?
I know in the good old days, most teams were constructed to run to the right side. I can't tell you exactly why. That was the power side. The left side was what they used to call the quick side. But in this case, the power won.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Manning. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Mercilus able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. From the gun, it's Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. On first down, Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And rally to run. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll roll him out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. off. This is Stewart. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Manning looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one, 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Target. Reset.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports.
Come back.
Watson on third down. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Lamar Miller and a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Hey, Black 99 Philly.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. He's to the 10, and finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that one, and they're going to face a third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're going to take the lead here as it's now 9-8. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, and maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Let's go.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Dunn in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. third and long for the Giants and Eli following the sack. Working from the gun, Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out comes Houston. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the end zone, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. He's at the 50, the 40. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now it's Watson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The loss of a full 3